Traders, so basically yesterday morning I was asked to reboot my desktop machine to install a Windows update, and then when it did reinstall I noticed a new little icon over here which I Copilot preview, clicked on it, it opens up this window on the right hand side, and then I relatively quickly worked out, oh okay, so this is effectively a ChatGPT type of AI assistant that has been built into Windows, and they're going to be rolling these things out fast. Meta's doing stuff, obviously ChatGPT, they're doing all these things. So first thing I thought of is let's have a look and see if we can get it to write an indicator for me for MT4. Now I did an MT5 version recording, which will be in a separate video, which I'll put the link to that in the description below, because these types of things never really work. When you want to point to it up screen and share it, never really shows up. So in the description below, but let's have a look. So I want to see if I can get this to help me write an indicator to highlight engulfing candles. So we'll pick something, engulfing candles, could be inside candles, but I'm going to do that. So I'm going to say, can you help me create an indicator, make sure it's indicator for MT4 that will highlight engulfing candles. That's it. Candlesticks, sorry, engulfing candlesticks. Let's see what happens. Let's see. So, awkward elevator moment. Let's see what's going on. Let's look at stuff online. And so awkward moment. Pause in the conversation. What's my line again? So yeah, okay, let's have a look. There we go. Oh, hey, yes I can, and it's writing that for me. Interesting. So yes, I can create an indicator for MT4 that will highlight engulfing candlesticks. Here's the code that you can use. That's it. Oh no, okay, still writing. Okay, cool. Let's have a look, because the tricky part is it's got to compile. So while that is doing it, I'm going to go to the MetaQuotes language editor, open that up, create a new custom indicator. And I'm going to call it Copilot Bing engulfing. I'm just going to say MT4 so I know which it is. Okay, just basically engulfing. Go through the next part, go through the next one. Nothing too fancy. Finish. Have it create. It creates the first line of code, which tells you who wrote it, the date, so on and so forth. Okay, so here it goes. It tells me that it has done this. I'm going to go up here and basically copy it. I quite like that. I like that it writes it in a little clean box, puts a nice little copy button next to it, and we can do that. Okay, now, it's also written this stuff, the author stuff, which is this stuff I've highlighted over here. So I don't need any of this. I'm going to select all of this by going Control A, and I'm going to hit Delete or Backspace, which is going to remove it all, and then I'm going to paste the code that I've just copied. Check if a bar is in a bearish engulfing pattern, a bullish engulfing, that's cool. I didn't ask it to do that. I think that's really cool that it did that. Now is the moment of truth, because I'm going to ask it to compile, and I want to see if I get any errors, and we'll see if that works. No errors, it's compiled. That's good. Now we have to see if it's going to work. So I'll go back to the platform, and there it is. Sorry, it's right there already. Okay. So it's already, I'm just going to hit refresh just to make sure. Now I'm going to put it onto a chart. So let's go through, put it onto the chart, and hopefully it works. So we've got common, input colors, alert period, visualization. Interesting. And I can think of that up. So let's say, okay. Hey, there we go. Wow. Oh, but does it work? Okay, does it work? So I'm going to quickly just create another chart, just a plain chart, just a file. I want to do this on another chart, and I'm going to pick the S&P, and I'm going to remove some of these indicators here. I want less on the chart so we can have a look at this one. Get rid of the candle countdown and get rid of the MACD for now. We don't need it. Okay, and then these levels I don't need. There we go. Good. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Copilot Bing engulfing MT4, and I want to if it's blue, I don't know if that's a buy or sell. So I'm going to make it lime green and very thick if it's a buy, and red if it's a sell. So we'll see if it gets it correctly. If it's bullish, if it's bullish or bearish, not sell or buy, bullish or bearish. There we go. So does it work? That is a bearish engulfing. Let's go in and have a look here. that is not a bearish engulfing. That is not a bearish engulfing. That's not a bullish engulfing. That's not a bullish engulfing. Okay, so it appears to be very much hit and miss. Not impressed, but I am impressed that there were no compilation errors. I am impressed that it put errors on the chart, because I had that issue before when I was trying to use a different kind of indicator. So I'm going to try one more thing here. I'm going to say the code compiles without errors, but it does not highlight engulfing candles. So we're going to try something else here as well. I'm going to, you can screen grab stuff, right? This is a new thing. This is literally in the last week. So I can screen grab. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to remove the indicator. So bear with me. I want to do this in real time. This is kind of cool. Indicators, let's get rid of the moving averages. So because I'm trying to remove the clutter, I'm going to try something here. And basically what I can do now is I'm going to screen grab this, grab it, and I'm going to get it to have a look at this stuff. Okay, so just get it to have a look at that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste. Can you do that? Can you paste in here? I can add it. There we go. In the pasted image, comma, you can see for yourself. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's have a look. Don't know. Again, awkward elevator moment. The weather, we could talk about the weather. This is what I'm doing on a Sunday. I suppose I obviously should be out and about enjoying life a little bit more, I suppose. But it's hot and muggy and overcast, and it's all over the place. I have checked the code and found a possible error in the logic of the is bullish engulfing. This is interesting. It's interesting. And also, look, the arrows are really big, so I'm probably going to make the arrows a little bit smaller, and we're going to see if this works. Is it get rewrite? It seems to be right. Check if the bar is bullish or engulfing. So, because I'm not really a hardcore coder at all. In fact, I would like to use tools that would help me do this, and I suspect most of you would as well. This should make the indicator more accurate and highlight all of the engulfing candles. Let's find out. So now the next challenge comes. It hasn't rewritten the code from scratch. It has given me the code, the fixed code. So now I have to put it somewhere. So check if a bar is bullish, which is basically from around about here. That is interesting to me. Okay, so that would mean effectively here all the way down. I would replace that code. Okay, let's compile. No errors. Let's go back to the, it's changed it. You can see it's gone, the colors have gone back. Still not highlighting them correctly. That's not engulfing. That's not engulfing. It's almost like it's just highlighted bullish versus bearish. Okay, I'm not very happy with. I want to try something here quickly. All right. So in the code you provided, can you check that it is identifying engulfing candles correctly? Candles sticks correctly. Make sure that a highlighted candle is larger than the preceding candle. Meaning, let's see what happens. Meaning that its high is higher and its low is lower. Just want to see something here. I'm trying to, because here's the one big problem with AI assistants anyway, is that it has this conversation. And it's a conversation as though you're having it with a human. And when you ask it a question, there is very little guarantee that it's going to provide you word for word the exact same answer that, unless it's 2 + 2 = 4, unless it's so small and so confined and so limited, then it'll give you exactly the same answer. But if it's something that could produce variable results, what is the weather like today? it could say it one way. Then if you asked it the same question exactly 1 minute later, what is the weather like today? It will give you not necessarily word for word the same answer. It'll vary it. I've checked the code. It is identifying them correctly. The code compares the high and low of the current and previous bars and highlights the current bar if it is larger than the previous one, meaning that it is high is higher and its low is lower. That is the definition. So now it's giving me back chat and it's telling me that I'm the problem, which is clearly not the case here. So it's interesting to me because none of these aren't even near engulfing candles. That is an engulfing candle. It engulfs that. It's not even highlighting anything remotely near. So for example here, that might engulf the one that follows it. Okay, interesting. Does it engulf? Oh, you know what it is. It's okay, so there we go. In case you spotted it and I didn't, it is highlighting a candle that engulfs the next candle. So this candle engulfs this one, but not this one. Bingo. Okay. I have found an error. Let's try this. Error. Your code, your problem, your code is highlighting candles larger than the, not preceding one, then what is the opposite of preceding? Opposite of preceding is, what is it? Preceding? Antonym is what I mean. Succeeding, bingo, is larger than the succeeding candle, not the preceding candle. Okay, there we go. That's correct. That's correct. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, so if we go to the code, can we fix it? This shouldn't be this much of a boic. Sorry, excuse my language. Engulfing pattern at bar. So how does it know where it's looking for this one? So it'll have to identify a candle and check that it's that one. Okay, and it's rewriting the code. Woo, let's see. Check if a bar is a bullish engulfing pattern. Okay, so let's find out. What does it say here? I apologize for that. I've checked the code again and found the mistake. I will have used the wrong index for the previous bar and is bullish engulfing. Okay. I mean, I'm still a little bit nervous about this. I like that it compiled, again, all this stuff here. So let's find out, and hopefully this is it. So, and highlight candles larger than the preceding candle, not the succeeding candle. I like that it's doing that and it's clarifying it. It's, to me, feels like it's 85% the same as ChatGPT. I'm just checking this stuff. So I've copied it. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to paste that new one and compile one error. Event handling. Of course we'd get the error. So there we go. I get this error now. Event handling function. Let's see what happens. Interesting. And the previous bar is bullish. This error means that your code does not have any event handling stuff. Okay. I'm going to pause. Let's see what happens. Okay, so what I did is basically I said to it, this is the event error. Here is the code. So I recopied the code, pasted it in, and said, here is the code. Can you please write in the event handling code in the correct place? So I guess it's all about it. And again, it's now giving me the code, which is great. But the question then is, will it work and will it compile properly? Okay, so let's finish printing it. Let's go and see. It seems like a lot more code. So just get rid of all of this and hopefully it's doing it all correctly. There should be all of the code. Put it in, just look that it looks roughly the same. Let's see. No errors. I'm as surprised as you are. All right, let's go back to the platform and see what's going on. Hey, it works. It's automatically obviously updated that. It works. That's very cool. It works. Okay, so it's okay, because I think one of the biggest frustrations that came out of the very first video I did of this was that it genuinely worked for me first time around. I had no idea that anyone else who tried to do step for step precisely exactly what I did would encounter compilation errors. That was a big thing and it didn't work. It turns out, as I said, it's exactly what I mentioned earlier, is that the conversation kind of changes, so that if you ask it every day, you ask it exactly the same question, it might give you a different answer. Because the code is a little bit more complex than that. So what I wanted you to take away from this today was how I attempted to solve the issue. When I paused the video, there was nothing I did anything in between any of that. It's all exactly the same thing. I just asked it to help me fix this error. It would say to me, this is the error that you have. And I said, okay, here's the code. Can you find out where that error is and fix it? And then it produced the code and it worked. Okay, so that's very cool. I want to do one more thing, so stick with me because I don't want the video to be too long, but I also want to very quickly tell you how would I use this indicator as a trader? How would I use this to do it? So don't forget that the two most important things on your chart, nothing else matters except support resistance levels or market structure or price levels. Nothing else matters other than that and candlesticks. You cannot be consistently, as a master trader, you need less and less stuff on your chart, but you can't go less than at least support and resistance levels and market structure and price, because you're identifying where the market's going from this price level to that price level, and price action tells you how it's reacting when it gets to those levels, and if it's bullish and if it's bearish. It's the story. So why I want to show you this is because how would I then identify it? Well, the safest trading opportunities would be for me would be if price is either double topping or double bottoming, it's changing direction, it's changing trend, or if it's in a trend and it's got another setup that is another continuation of that trend. And so for an example, this would be an example. So here we've got a trend. We're going from an uptrend from a low to a high to a higher low to a higher high to a higher low. We do get a bullish candle setup over here. So we do get that if I go back and mark it. We'll see one over here. So we get these setups, and therefore that was a potential. That would have been a losing trade setup, and this would have been a banger, a nice one. For this one would have gone 3-1. So in other words, I'm looking for a continue. I actually think that's worth doing in a separate video. I'm not going to bore you with it. I have one more question here. I'm going to ask it to change the shapes that it's using. Instead of arrows, could it use a dot? I'm going to see if it'll work. Can you please change the arrow shapes to dots in the code? I understand this might create a problem, so I might create a backup copy. I just want to see if it can do that for me, because maybe I like dots more than code, so I want to see if it can do that. And let's see if yes, I can change the arrow shapes to dots in the code. So there we go. You just need to modify that something, 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 blah, 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 because you're not a coder, you don't really care about that. And so it's nice. But it's like when you're sitting next to a very smart person and they're like, yeah, and they start explaining to you because they're passionate about it, like I'm doing to you, and then you realize, I actually don't care. I love you, and you're great, and you're amazing, and I can't do this without you. But this isn't really kind of, it's, you know, I'm not loving this conversation. So I'm going to go get a coffee, and then, you know, that's the kind of thing that happens. Okay, so there we go. I see it's 19 minutes on the video. Like, sorry, don't want to bore you here. Waiting for the code, going to see if it compiles. While that's happening, I'm going to temporarily, I'm just going to create a new thing. I'm going to copy the code into something. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just create a WordPad. I'll just paste it into that. I want to copy this just as a backup because I might get rid of it. So I've got it there as a backup. Okay, now we're going to see if this works. And if it does, that's just so awesome. Because also what you can do then, if there's an error, at least you can say, okay, how come this code works and this one doesn't? And it'll come up with an issue. So very, very cool. And come on, finish. I want to wrap up the video. So yeah, I think actually you could do a series of videos of just how do you problem solve? How do you get it to do it? Thank you. So let's have a look and see. Let's have a look. I mean, this thing's doing more than I can do. Copy it. There we go. So copy it, paste it, compile. No errors, because I don't trust it not to do that. Boom! And it's given me, okay, squares, cubes to highlight bearish engulfing candles, and blue dots to highlight bullish engulfing candles. There we go. I'm going to wrap up the video here, but I thought that was really cool. Excuse me, I thought it was very awesome, and I hope you found that useful. Please give me some feedback, put some comments in, yes, no, and I'll try and do a few more of these. But what you actually need to do now is build a strategy around that, and so I should also do like a part 1, part 2, part 3, create the indicator, how to use it in a strategy, you know, how to do that. Okay, all right, I'll leave you with that, and thanks very much.